So if you're seeing this, you probably see the title and you probably see the thumbnail. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, It's About Time J, and I am back with another video. And today's video is going to be a good one. I got him. Now, if you see my other video, I really don't know which video it is, but I got shafted badly. But we did get Gambit, and we did get the card. You know, it is what it is, man. $50 down the drain. Love you, NetEase. Kaiju No 8. I will be playing it. Let's talk about Gambit a little bit, right? I'm gonna go through his little, his little moves and what he do, just to give somebody a rundown that don't know about Gambit, right? So, Full House. When the enemy is defeated while affected by explosive card, 1 man is refunded for each explosive card. Sleight of hand. After Gambit uses a skill, the nearest enemy takes 36% more damage for 10 seconds. Gambit attack speed, major. This is what we're here for. Gambit is an attack speed genius, okay? You want to apply the most attack speed you possibly can. Attack speed increases by 35% for 10 seconds. Nice. Sleight of hand removes a random buff from the nearest enemy. Nice. Deals 54% of Gambit's attack as physical damage. And then Catch Me If You Can. For every 1% attack speed bonus, Gambit takes 0.5% less damage up to 30%. Now, at first, when I did see this, I was like, bro, why do we care about him taking less damage? But realistically, he is going to be on the main field. He is going to be in front of all your mages, all your backliners. So it makes sense, right? Okay, cool, whatever. That right there is not the point. So I did do, actually, let's read the rest. Pick a card. There's 225% of Gambit's attack as physical damage to the target enemy, applies 3 explosive cards. Every 7 times the enemy takes damage, 1 explosive card will detonate, dealing 225% of Gambit's attack as physical damage to the target area. Nice. Royal Flush. Randomly deals 225% of Gambit's attack as physical damage to enemies in the target area 6 times. This is his ultimate move. Dash. Move to the target location and gains Master Thief for 10 seconds. Master Thief basic attacks additionally deal 90% of Gambit's attack as physical damage. And he also has a passive. Right? Unless this is his passive right here, sleight of hand. Yeah, this is passive right here anyways. Okay, now, what I was going to say was, Gambit, when it comes to Gambit, right, he is really an attack speed genius. He really wants attack speed, and he is very explosive. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Yes, I ran a lot of tests with him at level 75, just to be on the safe side. Now, artifacts I'm going to use. Obviously, if you don't have Stormbreaker, don't watch this video. You should have Stormbreaker by now, unless you got unlucky. And if you did get unlucky, I'm absolutely sorry. RNG, we all hate it. But Stormbreaker is amazing, okay? It is by far one of the best artifacts for characters that are melee. I said it before with Thor. I say it again with Gambit. If it's not a melee character, Stormbreaker is not for you, because all it's going to do is increase your attack speed by 30%. Now, when it comes to Gambit, when you have Stormbreaker plus Flight Pack, right? When you have both of these, and you put them together, because this increases the wearer's attack speed by 40% of attacks after they use a skill or ultimate move. That's an extra 40 plus 30. You are getting 50% attack speed plus his sleight of hand. Whenever you use a skill, he gets 35% for 10 seconds also. Okay. And then to top it off, if you use his dash card, you are still getting 90% of Gambit's attack as physical damage. Gambit is actually, I'm gonna say it now. I don't want to spoil the video. I really wanted to watch this, but he actually is amazing. I was completely wrong. I'm sorry. Please, all the Marvel Mystic Mayhem legends and messiahs, please forgive me. Gambit is actually good. Now, I will say this though. He does need investment. Okay. Realistically, he does need investment. As when I say investment, I don't mean investment as in Soul Sagas, because I don't have them. When I say investment, I'm not going to read up these Soul Sagas either. If you want to go check them out for yourself, you absolutely can. But for me, on the other hand, if you want to read it yourself, go ahead. Okay. Now, when I say investment, I mean as in you will need Gambit, obviously, and you will need his card. Okay. Now, I have been seeing people rock Ambition. That's if you have the card. Keep that in mind too. I don't even have Ambition. So realistically, if I would have come out with Gambit with no card, with out his highlight, I would have probably had to use the worthy ones. The where the HP increases by 20%, the where attack increases by 8% for positive. Nothing. Basically, I will be using absolutely nothing. I mean, unless I can use. Yeah, no. I don't even know. Yeah, no. I don't have nothing to use. I have no other choice but to get his card. That was my only option. But if you have Ambition, your life is probably easy, and you probably don't need Gambit's card. But obviously, Gambit's going to do 1,000 times, not even 1,000,000 times more damage with his card. Hands down. What else was I going to say? Also, when it comes to the teams for Gambit, this is the main problem. Why he's definitely let me say this right now. Gambit is worth it for light spenders and free to players. I'm not free to play, sorry, whales. Free to players, if you want to skip, I still think you should. And the reason why I will say this is because simple, Gambit doesn't have no support unless you're running somebody like Doctor Strange. And I'm pretty sure not everybody has Doctor Strange. Or if you're running somebody like Invisible Woman where, you know, at the start of battle or Alice gains a shield equal to Invisible's attack or something like that. Or, you know, when she pops an oat, your attack increase go up. But that's it. That's the one thing I always wonder why NetEase haven't came out with a physical damage support. And I've been talking about this for a very long minute. Why don't we have a physical damage support? I don't know. Nobody won't tell me that because I just don't get it. I don't know what they're trying to do. They came out with Loki, another special damage dealer, well, controller, whatever. They also came out with the Fantastic Four. He doesn't help nothing with no physical damage. He does physical damage, but he doesn't help nothing with no physical damage. And then they came out with Invisible Woman. You might as well say special damage support. We don't have no physical support, and I don't know why. I don't know what they're waiting for, but I hope they don't put a physical support on somebody like Wolverine or some shit, because it wouldn't make sense, right? But I don't know. So obviously we're going to run some tests on him. I already did, but I'll show you how it goes. We might as well start off with stage 18. right? I am gonna do Furious Fall also, but we're gonna start with stage 18, and it's honestly the only team I can really run is 1, 2, 3 plus Doctor Strange, because that's all we got. But the problem with this is, right, stages like this you need a tank. But I'm going to try to see if I can sustain. This is what my team honestly is really about. It's just going to be sustained. Obviously, you know, Invisible Woman gives the shield and she gives the visibility for at least a duration of time. And obviously, Doctor Strange is my healer. So, you know, that plus boom, plus bam, plus bow, plus boo boo bow, and bam, you know the answer to that. So let's start it off. Now, the question oh my God, it's on auto. The question is, we need him to survive. We need him to survive so we could proc everything up. This is all about Gambit. This is about nobody else. We don't give a damn about anybody else. All we care about is Gambit. Now, he is surviving thanks to Invisible Woman, as you may know, right? Do I even want to put this down now? You know what? Why not, right? We're gonna start his damage off early. So we're gonna have to put it on them too. It is what it is. Bob, hit that. We're gonna throw the card. We're gonna throw the heal up now for the extra crit. Obviously, if you know, right? And let's see the damage, Gambit. We're gonna pop his ult also. Now, this stage is tanky, but look at the damage he's done. And plus, we gotta do his dash card also. Perfect. And this is honestly, he does a lot of tick damage. Why? Because he's mainly basic attack damage. That's what he mainly is, basic attack damage. That's all he really cares about. All you want to throw on Gambit is basic attack damage. Forget about everything else. Now, Invisible Woman did die. I don't know if I really should have tested this stage, but as you can see, he's doing pretty good damage. Nonetheless, he's doing pretty good damage. He's doing pretty good damage for somebody with no soul sagas. Keep that in mind too, okay? And you see the damage. You see the damage. You see the damage. No Invisible Woman even needed. You see the damage. As long as his dash card comes out, you see the damage. And I think, you know what I'm starting to think too? He needs crit. I'm starting to think that he really wants crit. Because if I apply this right now, he does amazing damage once you apply this. Let's apply the attack buff too. And we're going to see how much his damage count is at the end of this. How much is his damage count talking? Come on, finish it, buddy. Finish it. Why are you dying like this? Why are you dying like this? Finish it. He ain't no tank. We know that for sure. Okay, so how much is damage talking? That's the question we need to figure out. 400k, no soul saga, but I do have his highlight. Now, I really don't know how much he's going to do without the highlight. I don't really have a highlight to put on him to even test that out, so I wouldn't know. But as you can see, he's good. Gambit is 100% worth it, but as a free-to-play, if you want to skip, because you have to make sure you have the necessary tools in order to play with him, right? You need Invisible Woman, you need Doctor Strange, right? You need support. Every DPS in the game needs support. There is no DPS that's going to come inside this game and not have no type of support. It's not gonna make sense. It's not gonna add up, right? So let's run the Gambit again. Obviously, we are doing the Scarlet Witch one. You know, this is probably the most annoyingest one when it did came out, I guess, for what it was. Yeah, this is probably the most annoying one. What it was. I think the other one was actually more annoying, actually, now that I think about it. But nonetheless, they was both pretty easy. Realistically, right? So we're gonna pop this up now. We're gonna do the dash early, and look at that damage. You start shredding away. Now, this is going against somebody who's not tank heavy, right? This Scarlet Witch is not tank heavy, okay? So the other one we was playing, it was pretty tank heavy, so I understand why it took longer. It made sense, right? I'm gonna pop this also. Attack speed up. We might as well pop this also. Bop for extra attack damage. And then we apply the ult and see how much damage we doing. Bop, 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 bop. 57k. And then look, he starts shredding. And that's all this character is based on. So basically, he's like a Thor 2.0, right? But without the AoE, right? So realistically, you wouldn't want it to compare him to Thor. I'm gonna just say this right now. And the reason why I would say that, because Thor is an AoE massacre, right? Nothing is better than Thor. His AoE is just over 9,000, right? Because you get to now, if Thor ain't have that AoE, Thor would probably be honestly, one of the trashiest characters in the game. I'm gonna be real with you. Because I couldn't picture Thor being a single target damage dealer. I'm gonna be honest. I just couldn't do it. Now, I will say this about Gambit 2. Like I did say before. My nose is drooling. I do wish his dash card would actually attack and dash. You know how Thor, he jumps with the hammer. I wish it was an attack card. I would say that then. I would say it now. I wish it was an attack card. I wish this card would have did like crazy damage as he dashed, plus get the speed up on his attack speed. Maybe that's just me. But besides that, Gambit is actually worth it. It's really just up to you. You decide if you want to get him or not. As you can see, he is doing 300k damage, single target. So Scarlet Witch is not going to be the only one. You know, for special damage, Scarlet Witch is going to have that big PP damage. But for single target damage, you can also go Gambit 2 for physical damage dealers. Now, please, we need to support Marvel Mystic Mayhem. We need a physical damage support. We need a Doctor Strange 2.0 or Visible Woman 2.0, but we need something for physical damage, or Gambit is going to end up being useless. It's your boys by Tom J. I'm out. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.